Have you ever wondered what you would risk for something you believe in? For a young girl in Pakistan, the answer was everything. This is the incredible story of Malala Yousafzai, a name that has become synonymous with courage, resilience, and the unyielding fight for education. Our story begins on July 12, 1997, in Mingora, a beautiful town nestled in Pakistan's Swat Valley. This is where Malala Yousafzai was born. Her father, Ziauddin Yousafzai, was a teacher, an education activist, and the founder of a local school. From him, Malala inherited not just a love for learning, but a profound understanding of its power. While many children might see school as a chore, for Malala it was a sanctuary, a world of possibility. She cherished every moment in the classroom, her passion for knowledge burning brightly from a very young age. But the world outside her classroom was changing. By 2008, the Taliban had taken control of the Swat Valley, imposing a strict and oppressive rule. Music was banned, women were forbidden from going to the market, and most devastatingly for Malala, girls' schools were ordered to close. The world she loved was being systematically dismantled. Imagine being told at just 11 years old that your dreams of an education were over simply because you were a girl. But silence was not an option for Malala. In early 2009, with the encouragement of her father, she began to write a blog for the BBC under the pseudonym Gulmakai. In her entries, she shared a raw, first-hand account of life under the Taliban. She wrote about her fears, her hopes, and her unwavering desire to go to school. Her words were a window into a world of oppression, a powerful voice for the voiceless. The blog quickly gained international attention, and Gulmakai became a symbol of defiance against the extremists trying to silence an entire generation of girls. As her profile grew, Malala shed her anonymity. She began speaking out publicly, appearing in documentaries and giving interviews. Her message was simple but powerful. Every girl has the right to an education. With each speech, with each article, her voice grew stronger, echoing far beyond the Swat Valley. But this growing influence came at a terrible price. She and her family began receiving threats. Her advocacy made her a direct target. Yet, she refused to be intimidated. She believed that one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen could change the world, and she was determined to prove it. Then, on October 9, 2012, the unthinkable happened. Malala was on her school bus, heading home after an exam, chatting with her friends. A masked gunman boarded the bus and asked, "Who is Malala?" He then fired 3 shots. One bullet struck her in the head. The attack was a brutal attempt to silence her forever. The news sent shockwaves across Pakistan and around the world. The girl who had fought for her right to learn was now fighting for her life. What followed was nothing short of a miracle. Malala was airlifted from Pakistan to a specialized hospital in Birmingham, England. She was in critical condition, but against all odds, she survived. Her recovery was long and arduous, involving multiple surgeries and intensive rehabilitation. But through it all, her spirit remained unbroken. The Taliban had tried to erase her, but instead, they had made her voice louder than ever before. She had become a global symbol of peaceful protest and the struggle for human rights. The world rallied around her. In 2013, her home country honored her with the Pakistan National Peace Prize. A year later, in 2014, at the age of just 17, Malala Yousafzai became the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate. She shared the award with Kailash Satyarthi, another tireless activist, for their struggle against the suppression of children and young people and for the right of all children to education. Standing before the world, she accepted the prize not for herself, but for those forgotten children who want education, for those frightened children who want peace, for those voiceless children who want change. But awards were never the goal. Malala wanted to create lasting change. With her Nobel Prize money, she and her father co-founded the Malala Fund. This organization is dedicated to breaking down the barriers that prevent more than 130 million girls around the world from going to school. The fund invests in local education activists, advocates for policy changes, and works to amplify the voices of girls themselves. It's a testament to her belief that empowering local communities is the key to global progress. To share her story with the world, Malala published her autobiography in 2013, titled, "I Am Malala, the Girl Who Stood Up for Education and Was Shot by the Taliban." The book became an international bestseller, inspiring millions with its powerful account of courage and conviction. Her story wasn't just about surviving an attack, it was about the fundamental importance of education in fighting extremism and building a better future. She took her message to the world's most powerful stages, including a moving speech at the United Nations, where she urged global leaders to make universal education a reality. While continuing her global advocacy, Malala also pursued her own education, a right she had fought so hard to protect. She was accepted into the prestigious University of Oxford, where she studied philosophy, politics, and economics, the same degree pursued by many world leaders. Graduating from Oxford was a deeply personal victory, a fulfillment of the dream that had once been so violently threatened. Her journey from a schoolgirl in Swat Valley to a graduate of one of the world's top universities is a powerful symbol of her resilience. Today, Malala Yousafzai's legacy continues to grow. She has received countless awards and honorary degrees, but her true impact is measured in the lives she has changed and the minds she has opened. She is a living reminder that one person, no matter how young, can spark a global movement. Her journey from a quiet blogger to a Nobel laureate and global icon shows us the incredible power of a single voice raised against injustice. Malala's story isn't just about a girl who was shot by the Taliban. It's a story about the transformative power of education, the courage to speak truth to power, and the unwavering belief that a better, more equal world is possible. She reminds us all that fear should never be allowed to silence our dreams. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey. If you were inspired by Malala's story, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more stories of remarkable individuals who changed the world. Let us know in the comments what part of Malala's story inspires you the most. See you in the next video.